Please welcome on stage Laura Calmore, who is originally Romanian but moved to Paris, and she was our fantastic host for the hackathon over this weekend. So she is like powered through with all of these amazing startups who are like bringing cool ideas that she's going to present. So she's going to be the host for the next 20 minutes. And in her main job, when she's not like bringing communities together and supporting us at Techsylvania, she is the Director of Strategic Innovation at NI2O, a company that has also presented here, which is the brain interface that Professor Newton Howard presented here. So she's in charge there of strategic innovation and a community leader on AI and startup initiatives in the Paris ecosystem. Laura, thank you very much for joining us again.
Thank you so much, Philip.
It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. First of all, thank you so much, Philip, Juana, Vlad, the entire Techsylvania team for everything that they put together and for inviting me for the second edition of this hackathon. I loved it. So, what I do usually when I facilitate is, I see there's not a lot of people in the room yet, but I usually like to start with a huge bulk of energy, because I think we need that. So please give me the biggest, the most energetic woohoo that you ever had in your entire life, because we need to welcome the young project leaders that worked the entire weekend, which are a little bit tired, so I want to give them a big boost of energy. So, when I say, woohoo! You say? Okay, no, that's not working. Okay, let's start again. Woohoo! Okay, good. So we're gonna bring that along afterwards. Who doesn't know what a hackathon is? Philip, you're the only one? No, 2 people. Okay. So basically, 24 hours where you need to hack a technology. You have the Techsylvania team brought together connected devices and IoT and chatbot hackathon with great devices, great sponsors, great partners, great mentors, and brought everybody together in one room and basically gave them all the opportunity to hack on technologies. So the 3 winning teams will come up on stage and present what they had the chance to work on for the entire weekend. What I like to highlight is the big moment of the Romanian ecosystem rising, because everything's on the table right now, right? We have investments that are rising, even though they are still low, they're rising. Romania is one of the most fast-growing economies in Europe. You have this great talent pool with young leaders that want to become entrepreneurs, want to become, raise their own startups and everything. So this is a proof that everything's moving forward and fast. So be part of this moment, be part of the Romanian ecosystem rising towards, innovation and tomorrow's technologies. So if the teams are ready, without further ado, I would like to welcome the very first team, so the number 3 who won, Experience, and please welcome them on stage. Woohoo! Thank you! Yes, I forgot about that. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrei Draghia, and I want to start with a question. How many of you go browsing and maybe shopping in physical stores? Hands up? Okay, a lot of you. I do as well. How many of you actually end up buying online that product? Yeah, it happens a lot. So this is exactly the problem we tackled in our presentation that's not on screen. So we built a product that's merging the online experience with a physical store experience. So I will let my colleague to present you a use case of this principle actually implemented. So my colleague Raresh will present you.
Hi guys, let me walk you through a new experience in shopping. Let's say you go to a shop. Like usual, you go to the entrance and you pick a cart. But this won't be a usual cart, it will be a smart cart. Why? Because it will have a tablet with a microphone, with a chatbot, and the cart will be self-driving. So you go to the shop and you try to find something. And after a while, you want to go to the TVs, for example, but you don't know where they are. So you can ask the bot, where are the TV? And he will answer and will show you on the tablet the way there. But because it's self-drive, it can drive you there. So the cart will go in front of you, and you will follow it, and you will go there. Now you saw the TV, you want it. But you left the car home. You will take the bus here. So it'll be kind of hard to take the big TV to your home. So you will have the option to deliver it home. And this way, we combine the online experience with the retail. You can buy a part and buy it right there in your cart, and you have an online cart. So you'll go next, and when you are near the mobile phones, you'll get a message. Have you saw the new iPhone X? If not, it's on your right side. Let's say you look at it, you do like it, and you buy it. Now, after you buy it, you get another message. Do you want any accessories with that? Because not the space in the retail shop is limited, but in online isn't. So this way, the shop can sell you more by including the online items. So you bought the iPhone, now you don't have any money left, and you want to go to the checkout. So you can ask, where is the checkout? Because you want to get there faster. And you will be answered, go to the registry 3 because it's free. And you get there, and you have the option to check out the online part and pay both. So a QR code will be generated, the cashier will see it, and you'll pay for everything.
So what's the whole value proposition for this solution? Well, first of all, from the customer perspective, it saves time, right? Our time is valuable, so this solution should make you decide faster and buy in this store. And also for the shop itself, it enables them to upsell, right, by selling accessories, by basically bringing all the upselling power that we have in online shops into the physical store, as well as enable analytics for the physical store, so you can better plan the physical store and understand the behavior of your users. Now, maybe you're wondering if there is a market for this. Also, some of you might know that such an idea was attempted across the years several times. So why I think at the moment this is the right time to do it, it's because I saw a lot of hands here, and probably there are even more out there who actually go to the shop but not buy there, but then go on Amazon or Emag and buy from those guys instead of the store. So the physical stores are in need at the moment of something revolutionary for them to reinvent themselves, as well as the technology is there to support this at a fairly cheap cost, actually. So going forward from this, I'm going to speak a bit about the technology. So what we use for this, at least in the hackathon, we built a chatbot that's leveraging Dialogflow. This is Google's chatbot platform. And on top of it, we added the new text-to-speech technology, DeepWave, which enables very natural speech. Then we built an UI which is tailored for the cart itself, and the self-driving algorithm was simulated with a Sphero, that little ball that can roll around, and it was using indoor mapping by having waypoints on it, so it knew how to go to all the products and the aisles. So this is our idea that we built, and thank you to all the team.
We have, around 4 connected devices on us per consumer. By 2025, we're going to pass from $4 trillion to $11 trillion of economical impact per year, which is huge, right? So if the team's ready, I'm going to welcome them on stage. The name of the team is Equalizers, and they're going to show us the project they've been working on. What a big woohoo! Thank you.
Kari next.
Ready?
Ready. So hello, I'm Andrei. This is Vlad. We're representing Team Equalizer. So today we're going to present you an MVP that we've put together during the Textilvania Hackathon. So there are many languages in the world, and there's lots of solutions to translate between them. But this is leaving out some group of people. One of those group of people is the hearing impaired. So what we put together is an app that helps that group of people to communicate better. So what we've done, it's a desktop app that communicates to a neural network, and that neural network sends out to our web application the character that the hearing impaired person is trying to show us. So how did we do this? We have a lip receiver. We're actually using a lip motion sensor to capture the hand of the impaired person. We send that data to a neural network. We're using ML.NET. That neural network is processing that data and sends the character out to our web application. So let's have a demo.
So this is the lip motion visualizer.
I'll cancel that. Yay. Lip motion visualizer. Okay. And this is the web application. I'll refresh the application. I'm making sure that the lip is activated. And let's say, for example, this is age. So, oh, come on. I'm trying to, yeah. Let's see if the data is processed. So as you can see here, we used only 30 megabytes of training for this neural network. You know that usually there are gigabytes, hundreds of gigabytes, maybe terabytes. So we have only 30 megabytes. It's our own data. It's what we have been able to create during the hackathon, because we use the motion to generate data. We try to use WebSockets to send it to our web server to process it, and so on. So that's age, and that's I. As you can see, it takes a while until it processes because, as my colleague said, there are two different applications. One takes the frames from the lip motion, and the other one processes them and then sends it to, sorry, I should be at work, so. And the other one sends it to the web application. So what we've done for the hackathon, it's usually to say, hi, I'm Vlad. So as you can see, I read in there, hi. So let's say the I for I am. And that's the sign for A. Hopefully it will. And that's A, and this is M. As you can see, they are pretty similar. So they should. I don't know, it uses image recognition. Even if lip motion uses infrared cameras, it uses image recognition, and it's pretty hard to distinguish between this sign and this sign. So there has to be a lot of training for the AI in order to see the difference between two signs, and given the fact that we use only coordinates that lip motion sends us for the AI, for the machine learning algorithm, there should be a lot more, but there were 24 hours, and we were able to create only 30 megabytes, so that's what we could do. But it's applicable. I know that usually the people that use the sign language have more moves, and they usually use the other parts of their body, but you can add another camera that tracks the other parts of their body, and with another machine learning algorithm, you can map their images, given the fact that the leap motion gives the frames almost live. If you can see here, it gives me, I don't know, 58 frames per second, so it should be pretty accurate if I'm moving.
Thank you so
So,
much.
because this is, can be used in the public institution, we hope that this can be part of the Cluj Smart City. So, thank you.
Smart City Cluj, right?
Yeah.
Nice job, guys. Nice job. So, without any further ado, I would like to welcome the winning team of this weekend's hackathon, which is a very young team of 4 students who actually will have exams this week, and they worked throughout the whole weekend. So please give them a huge, but a huge, the biggest that you ever did. Woohoo!
Okay. Thanks. Hi, my name is Ben, and I would like to present our project called Connected Grandma. Now, let me ask you something. How many of you have grandparents? Please raise your hands. Do you want them to be safe? And in case of an emergency, help them or send someone else to help them? Let me share you the story behind our project with you. Last week, my grandma, which lives alone 40 kilometers away from us, fell on the floor, and no one found her for a few hours because we had no idea about the incident. This inspired us to create the project with the help of my team. Now, the problem we identify is that the elderly people fall. 40% of accidents are caused by unintentional fall. 35% of people over 65 suffer of heart diseases, and $60 billion USA spends every year for elderly care. We are targeting anyone who's concerned about his or her elderly relatives and unintended people who need special care. The killing feature, no, in fact, it's not the killing feature, it's the life-saving feature. Is the fall detection. In case of a fall, it sends a notification right on your phone, so you know exactly when it's happening. Also, we have an emergency button right on an elderly person's wrist. We have a pulse rate monitor and location tracking using GPS. Now, switching to demo. Here you can see the web interface, which contains the most some vital signs like the pulse, the steps, and also some graphs with the history of data. And these are real-time and are captured from a smartwatch or a fitness band. It's running on my colleague's wrist, and it's waterproof and shock resistant. Now, if we simulate a fall, after the website is updating, it takes some time because the internet connection is not so good. As you can see, a push notification just appeared on the screen telling us that the person has fallen, and also I just received a notification on my phone. So you know exactly when it's happening. You also have notifications when the pulse is getting out of the normal range, and also if the person takes off the watch. And also, we've done some research, and we've read some scientific articles, and we find a correlation between the pulse and the heart attack. So, as further development, we want to create an algorithm which can detect a heart attack and send a notification. We also have location tracking using the GPS available on the smartphone. As you can see, currently, we are at the Sala de Cultura Studenților. And we also calculate the average speed in last few minutes and the time span from the last update to the current moment. So we can predict where the person could be if she would disconnect from the system. Also, we can set boundaries, and if the person gets out of the boundaries, it sends another notification on your phone. This is very useful in case of a patient with Alzheimer. We also have Alexa integration. This is Alexa, and I can ask her, Alexa, ask grandma.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, ask grandma. After it's connecting to the server and collect the information,
The grandma has a pulse of 67 beats per minute. Today has done 139 steps. Fall was detected and she is in the home area.
as you can see, it just told me the most relevant informations. Our team, this is our team. We are students in Technical University of Cluj-Napoca. And if you want to learn more about our project, please come and talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you. That was fantastic. Very great progress for creating it over one weekend. Congratulations for winning the Pennsylvania Hackathon. And please let me welcome again Laura on stage, who's like hosted and moderated everything. She didn't want to come back out again, but I said like she has to come
Thank
so
you
that
so
I can
much.
thank her.
Thank you guys. You guys were amazing.